A Locust Grove resident files a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the city and Locust Grove police.
This comes after two Locust Grove officers allegedly acted illegally when seizing and destroying a resident's dogs. News Tally's Mackenzie Richmond investigates.
Oklahoma state law says all dogs must be treated humanely. In this case, it appears they were not.
These guys just wanted to be bullies. I just don't see how anybody with any sense of humanity to them can take a dog out and just, here, boom, shoot him in the head.
In August of 2022, two Locust Grove officers arrived at a resident's property, claiming they received a complaint of, quote, dogs running at large. But according to the owner's statement, the dogs were sitting in the front yard.
Nobody has claimed that they were violent, that they were biting people or chasing people. Nothing. They're sitting out in the front yard. That's it. It's two dogs sitting in their owner's front yard. Don't the police have something better to do?
What happened next? Unimaginable.
They ended up telling her that she was going to get $175 tickets for these dogs, or she was going to have to give them up. And she couldn't afford the $175 tickets. And instead of just leaving the dogs alone and letting her put them in the backyard and just calling everything good.
In a recording provided by the plaintiff's attorney, the woman claims she was forced to declare the dogs as strays since she couldn't afford the tickets.
No, they insist that she's got to give up the dogs, not knowing, never even remotely believing that they were going to take these dogs out and shoot them. And that's what they did.
So there's a few different problems with that. One, it appears as that it was coercive in order to get the owner of the dog to say that it's abandoned through the threat of citations that apparently the owner did not have the money to pay. So that's problematic. Two, there's policies and procedures generally regarding destruction of animals. You've got animal control would generally be utilized, turned over to animal control. They have a procedure to go through. And then if is an owner involved, then notice goes to that person and there's proper procedures so that they can decide if they want to get their dog back, how to do so.
Instead of following proper procedure, the officers allegedly took both dogs less than a mile away and shot both in the head, but one survived.
Because one of them showed back up 8 days later at the back door. It was alive.
The owner called police immediately to report animal cruelty by the officers. But instead of an apology, the officer offered to dispose of the dog yet again.
You're all right. See, now he just got hit in the face, so we have to careful.
I can't speak for their intentions, but it sounds like they may have wanted to cover their tracks or to mitigate the potential allegations against them.
The owner caught the entire interaction on tape.
That I am beyond furious. Like, this is so messed up that all of this happened and I had to basically let you guys take them and you guys shot them. Yeah. Is that protocol for what you guys do?
Yeah, they were put down. That's how we do it.
You guys are freaking crazy. I'm shocked right now.
Generally, we see this in the cases of dangerous dogs where they can at least allege that the officer was in danger and that shot the dog for the purpose of protecting himself and protecting others. That doesn't appear to be the case here. This appears to be a small town with an informal policy that we're going to euthanize the dogs by shooting them, which is problematic because Oklahoma has an animal cruelty statute.
And there is no exception in that statute that allows law enforcement to illegally seize property like the dogs and destroy it. We reached out to the Locust Grove Police Department and the city for comment, but both declined due to the pending litigation. However, according to the plaintiff's attorney, the Locust Grove officers in question claim their actions were intended to create public peace.
Well, why don't you let a jury determine that? Cops, or just flat out ask them, is this the kind of police force you want that's just going to be mean and cruel enough that they're going to go out there and shoot dogs in the head? Do you want them to run in? Do you want those kind of police officers pulling your kids over? Are you fearful of that at all?
So he tries to play, but he still hurts a little.
Mackenzie Richmond, News Channel 8.